What's up, YouTube? I got some hilarious shit for you today. But firstly, let's do a question of the day here. I'm actually sort of still halfway through making my new team at the moment, so I really need your input would be great. Just some lower tier Pokemon would be really sweet. I'm nearly there, but just a couple of ideas, or actually I'd just like to use stuff that my audience sort of suggests as well. Just keep it all very interactive, and I do sort of care what you guys would like to see in that sort of thing. Anyway, let's get to this battle. So I was mucking around the PSS. I had a couple of really good battles as well. I'm going to get them up. I might be able to get them up later on tonight, but if I don't, I will be putting them up during the week. So there's a full Shedinja team, so I thought this would be funny, since I had a complete counter for it already, actually, in my lead Pokemon, but I thought I'd just muck around. It turned out to be quite a funny battle. Okay, so I'm leading with Glalie here. Now, I've got spikes on my Glalie, so all I pretty much have to do is lay out spikes, and I've won the battle, because all the other Shedinja will swap in and pretty much die. Now, so all I pretty much had to do was get past this first one. So obviously I had nothing to hit this guy with, because obviously it has Wonder Guard. I thought that at the time. So I thought Spikes, well, that Spikes was good. Now I can just send in my Knockdown. And it uses a Mind Raider, which is interesting. I'm wondering, what the hell is that actually going to hit me with? So I've got my burn here. I'm just going to Psycho Shift it on the Shedinja to win the match. And it pulls out a fucking Sheer Cold. I'm like, oh, of course. I knew there was going to be something up with this. It's always... There's so many, like, hackers online. It's unbelievable. Okay. So I thought, well, okay, let's go into Mooney, because I can just destroy this thing. I've actually got Moonblast on this, which is quite fitting for its name, so Mooney use Moonblast. And what do you know, as soon as I hit this Shedinja, it's got Sturdy, so they've actually hacked in Sturdy instead of Wonder Guard, for fuck's sake. Now, my only option here was to sort of get a status on it, so I thought Charmeleon would be a good one, so I might be able to land a burn on this. Unfortunately, I didn't have too much status outside my Knockdown, like, Psycho Shifting stuff, so I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Like, I could have DC'd right here, but I thought, no, I'm just going to fuck around. Let's see if I can get past this. I might get, like, a lucky burn or something. That was sort of my only option here. So I was really just trying to land a burn with Charmeleon, so I thought, well, all I really have to do is get past this first one, because once they send them in, they're all pretty much dead, and this one only has a certain amount of PP, so I know it's got Agility, Mind Reader, Sheer Cold so far. The fourth move is sort of unknown to me, like this sort of thing. So I just continue to swap Mind Reader and the Sheer Cold out, so it can't sort of lock onto me. If you don't know what Mind Reader is, it actually makes you hit indefinitely the next turn, unless, of course, I swapped out or you swap out. I've got Focus Sash. I thought that would be a good, nice little way to sort of PP stall in a bit. So this is a very, very like sort of long battle here. I had to sort of just pretty much make him use all his PP up. I just want to see what this other move is. I could have gone Taunt there with my Glalie as well, but I just wanted to see what the other move was. I was very interested to see what it was. Okay, so I'm just doing a double swap, getting rid of all his Sheer Colds, that sort of thing. Unless there was another attacking move, and he might have like another, I don't know, like another one hit KO move. Okay, so another Agility here. So it's already got loads of speed anyway. I was really trying to get a burn with Charmeleon. I thought it'd be really lucky if I could get a burn off of that. And then I could sort of get rid of it, then I'd pretty much win. It'd be really funny. Anyway, so it's just going to go for another Agility. This sort of... I don't know why they're setting up extra Agilities. The only thing I can think of there is they've run out of attacking moves, but they haven't actually showed that fourth move, so I wasn't like 100% sure of that at the moment. Like, I know Sheer Cold and Mind Reader don't have like loads of PP either, which was good. And like, I know Agility's got quite a lot of PP, so I was thinking, well, I can easily swap in my Glalie afterwards, as long as I can see if I can get rid of this thing here. Like, I think I've got 8 Fire Blasts, and I know like PP maxed it, so I was hoping I could get a Fire Blast burn here. Just continuing to go for that. I know I'm killing myself at the same time, but just one burn would be awesome. So the whole idea with Sturdy, I guess it's quite a good hacked ability, but it can still get destroyed like in many ways, like entry hazards. But I knew it was going to come up because I have seen like lots of people use hacking online and legendaries and all that sort of fun stuff. I normally just hop on there when I'm bored. So I finally get a burn here. I was like, yes! And it turns out it's got a Lumbro, so I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to have to burn again. But But it turns out it's actually hacked recycle. So the recycle was its fourth move. So a little ingenious little set there, or nice little hackathon set there, I guess. I'll give them their credit. That was pretty cool. So they can pretty much what recycle does. After you've used your berry, you can recycle it back, and it can pretty much be continually used over as long as you recycle it back. You can't recycle, like you can't stack recycle berries. You can obviously, it will fail if you've already got a berry. As well, it's sort of similar to harvest, but not similar in the way that you can just harvest it back. You actually have to use recycle. So now I know that it's complete taunt bait here, and I can just send my Glalie in and pretty much win the battle. So I thought that'd be quite funny, sort of get that burn. Now, so I just wanted to see what its other move was, and that's really all I needed to know. It had recycle. Now we're going to send in Glalie, and the fun actually begins here. Okay, so it's got absolutely no moves to use against me. It can't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any like PP left, so I just went directly for taunt here, and I'm going to taunt the Shedinja and see what it's got. There wasn't much. I just wanted to use Ice Shard. Didn't really matter what it did. Switched or stayed in. Now it has no moves left, so it's obviously run out of PP, and that's going to take my Glalie out because I've only got 1 health. But it's also going to take Shedinja out, and this is where the fun actually begins. It's pretty funny. So I set those spikes up before, and this was the result of it. Okay, I just had to add that in there because I thought, well, if my whole team got KO'd by spikes, I'd be pretty pissed too. Anyway, I thought this would be a cool, just little ending to my video. Just give my insights on a couple of Shedinja sets that I'd actually use, because it's quite an interesting Pokemon. So obviously it's got the Wonder Guard ability, which is great, but it's got that 1 HP. So I'd run a couple of sets. Probably these are my 2 main sets. I'd run. I actually run a cool little Hone Claw set with weakness policy, which is interesting. You can sort of get away with it. Unfortunately, it requires like a lot of. It's quite. You have to pretty much have a rapid spinner in there to get rid of all the sort of entry hazards or anything like that, or status moves. We got Endure, Hone Claws with weakness policy, and then you can either run just any ghost move, like you could run Shadow Sneak if you wanted to, for it to be moving pretty fast with priority, or you could just give it like another move like X Scissor, but it'd be pretty strong because weakness policy gives it a boost, and if you can get a Hone Claws up, it has like loads of attack, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Another set I'd probably run, I actually sort of run this in Ubers. It's a tad gimmicky, but it's a nice check for a lot of things in Ubers as well. You can give it like it can also just run as a Will-O-Wisp, just passing burn to everyone as well. It's not a little bad at doing that. It's also got cool moves like Confuse Ray, so you can just be like a general pain in the ass, and you can even give it like max attack into Shadow Sneak. I know a couple of Psychic types, and you can just prioritize them down. It can work, but you must always have like a rapid spinner with it as well, and Focus Sash obviously. But if you're really confident you don't need Focus Sash, you could give it Lumberry as well. They'd be the only 2 sort of, and Weakness Policy if you want to run that other one. But that's quite sort of, that's very situational. But that's a couple of interesting sets. It is a gimmick Pokemon in nature as well. Just bear that one in your mind. I actually got a couple of other moves. You could go Phantom Force or something like that. So it's a pretty interesting move on it. And oh my god, it's got Final Gambit. What an amazing move on it. Anyway guys, that's about all for this video. Hope you guys had a good laugh. I'll get my new team up tomorrow. I'm nearly finished it off. I'm just got to do a couple of other little finishing touches on it, but that was all. Thank you for taking the time out of the day to watch my videos. Peace out.